Hi dancers, Rachel Fine here. So today I want to talk to you about something that I did a couple months ago on my Instagram feed. So I decided to poll my dancers and their parents to see where they are receiving their information about health and wellness, especially as it relates to the dance world. And it was pretty eye-opening to learn that a lot of these dancers and their families just didn't have access to not only qualified and trusted sources, but access to really any type of sources. And that's essentially what inspired me to create my website, dancenutrition.com, as being a free resource site with blog posts and information, free downloads for dancers and their families. But I wanted to take it one step further and really get to know some of these parents that are navigating through their child's dance pre-professional career, because having been in those shoes of a pre-professional dancer, I know that there is a ton going on and a lot to juggle. And having a clear mindset, one that is both fueled optimally with good nutrition and also one where there are helpful resources and helpful role models in a dancer's life really makes a big impact. So what I have for you today is 3 separate interviews where I spoke to 3 different parents about their experience in the dance world. And I wanted to give you a in-depth look at how they're navigating their child's dance career. And we get some pretty great advice from these dancers and their parents. So, aside from getting to know these parents and hearing where they're at in their child's dance career, I wanted to ask them one of the most important questions that I was curious about. What's the most challenging aspect of raising a healthy dancer? And across the board, I heard answers like injuries as being one very common one, but some things that really stuck out to me were just the idea of a dancer's risk for burnout. And I've spoken about this plenty before, both on my Instagram feed and in my blog. But burnout is very real, whether it's mental burnout or physical burnout. When we're overtraining or over-exercising, especially if that's coupled with undernourishing our body, we're really going to be at risk for developing a lot of these symptoms that can lead to burnout. So things like that include just insomnia or lack of sleeping. Injury, of course, is a big one. Something even like stress fractures are commonly seen. Severe exhaustion, just really unable to even get up in the morning and wanting to go throughout your day is another example. Depression is another example, and anxiety over your performance potential, anxiety over your exercise routines, and of course anxiety over your eating. So these are just some examples of what can be seen with burnout, and I thought that was really interesting that these parents were at least aware of the challenges that a dancer faces, and again how that correlates to the importance of receiving qualified and trusted information when it comes to raising healthy habits for a dancer. The next question I wanted to find out about is, what is the most rewarding part of your child's dance career? And across the board, just the dedication and the motivation that children learn from dance. I know firsthand that dance gave me the tools of knowing that nothing can be handed to you, that hard work plays a really important role in anyone's success, and whether you're implementing that as a dancer or taking that into other realms and aspects of your life and other careers, I think is something that's so important. I also wanted to find out about where their dancer is actually getting their nutrition information, and I was happy to learn that most of these parents are really taking a lead in making sure that the professionals that their dancers are following on Instagram or on social media are qualified and are giving sound advice. Sound advice being not a restrictive type of diet, but rather an all-inclusive type of diet where all foods can fit into a healthy meal plan. Now, aside from the questions that I asked these parents, I wanted them to give you guys their best advice for just navigating that road of a child's dance career. And I really felt that they gave some wonderful insight on this. The first, navigate a busy schedule. So one of my favorite tips here is actually creating a communal family calendar, even something on your iPhone that everyone can access so that carpools, meal prep, and even dance bag prep are all organized and ready to go for the week. The second, maintain a healthy mindset. So I can't stress this enough, but parents and teachers and educators, you guys are role models for dancers. We can't expect dancers to lead a healthy, balanced lifestyle if their parents and their educators are not doing so as well. So I strongly suggest, if you feel that your relationship with food and or your body needs some repairing, reach out to a professional like a registered dietitian nutritionist who can help you with your own meal planning and sustainable habits. So the third major tip that I want to hit home for you today is to listen and respond to your dancers. A lot of you guys may not have time to get to the dance studios, be involved, and while that is always helpful, it's definitely understandable if it's not practical, especially if you're working full time. So setting aside some time at night to just listen to your dancers, hear what's going on at the studios, ask them if they're having any trouble, perhaps that be with peers, maybe it's just picking up choreography, maybe helping them map out a practical schedule where they can find some time to rehearse without risking time that can be implemented in other aspects of their life. So something being like their social aspects and just hanging with friends and really just cultivating this balanced lifestyle that enables all aspects, our social well-being, our mental well-being, our emotional well-being, not just focusing too intensely on dance. And of course, while that's important, making sure we're making other room for other aspects as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed these little tips, but definitely check out the blog post. There's a ton more information in there that can really help you better navigate your child's dance career.